Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Exchange Rates UK TV. We're going to do a little bit of a weekly overview and a future outlook. So, beginning of the week, we reviewed the US dollar index and anticipated a reversal in that, or a corrective move, not a trend reversal. And we are seeing, as the day goes on here, we've got a couple hours left in the trade day for the end of the trade week. But definitely we see that the dollar index on the weekly chart has shown us a strong case for prices moving up and possibly moving higher into next week. The weekly Tenkan Sen is right here, and that's going to be the first test of it we've had since the week of November 23rd. This is a natural resistance area, however, given the long drawn-out nature here and reflecting back to the status of these oscillators, this move here is pretty warranted, and I'm anticipating it moving all the way back up to the Kijun Sen near 92.68. As far as the rest of the currencies are concerned, I mean, we can see a broad kind of a turnaround. We talked about the pound dollar this week having a probability of moving further south. On the daily, we can see that definitely occurring today. The pound yen, discussed that one yesterday about facing some downside pressure. But all around, I want to call your attention to this here. So this is a chart known as an RRG, a relative rotation graph. And so these are the pairs that I trade. And basically what we look at is four quadrants here. Top left is improving, top right is leading, bottom right is weakening, and the bottom left is lagging. And so it's the performance of all these currency pairs. They're compared against the dollar index. And so what we have, if you look at this, is a good way to think about it is things in the leading category are the ones that are outperforming. Like if this was a car race, they're the ones ahead. They're in first, second, third place. Weakening means that they are losing steam. They're getting overtaken. They're dropping behind. They're getting into the middle of the pack, and they're swiftly kind of moving backwards. And as you transition from weakening to lagging, lagging means you're pretty much in last place and that everybody else is in front of you. Improving means that you are moving back up in the race. You are getting into the middle of the pack and your acceleration is improving. You are anticipating moving ahead very fast. And then again, as you start to pass everybody by, you get into first place, back into leading. And so that's how we look at this. So we look at these pairs here. Definitely the euro pairs are the ones that are the most affected here. They've been the weakest. The euro has been the weakest performer against the dollar index. Another way to look at this, something else you should look at is the further away something is from the middle, the better the trading opportunity. So as far as trading opportunities go, if you want to look at this from the inverse side of things, if you want it to be risky, be looking out for longs on the euro Aussie. But otherwise, I mean, we see how the dollar pairs have transitioned into the leading category over the last couple of days, and we're seeing everything else kind of shift down a little bit lower. It's been a lot of choppy activity. Look at the pound here. This teal arrow is pretty all over the place. The Kiwi US dollar is the same way. When you see a lot of this zigzagging going on here, that's just another way to look at choppy trading. Whereas you see a pretty nice trend going on here with the euro Aussie, the euro pound, the euro Kiwi, and looking at the pound yen. This one's probably going to have a sharper reversal compared to others. So be on the lookout for this because next week could signal further dollar strength, and we could continue to see a lot of these non-dollar pairs continue to shift to the downside a lot more as we move on. So thanks for this week, folks. Thank you for coming here to Exchange Rates UK TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to speaking with you all next week.